still being banned here. I mean, still a strong hero put into the right hands.
In the late game, yes.
Yeah, in the late game.
He is still a beast, but in the meta right now, it's all about the laning stage.
Yeah, of course. And in the meta right now, you want to be able to do well, survive that laning phase, which hopefully will carry over to your late game. Because late game, the laning phase right now can be so strong, can snowball you to the point that you're going to be in a position where if you don't have a good laning phase, you're going to be out farmed and out leveled, out skilled even no matter how good your late game's heroes are.
Talking about a good laning hero, it is going to be Nyx Assassin, first picked up by Arkangel. Very high base armor, high HP regen, good 2-second stun in the early game. It's a skill shot, but you know these guys are pretty good, so I'm sure they'll hit those skill shots.
And high mobility as well. What I like about Arkangel's pick in Nyx Assassin here, earlier on, you get a lot of mobility as well as, of course, that information play that you can be doing with Nyx Assassin. So a lot of versatility that can be brought to the table with this Nyx Assassin pick here. We'll see what they do to counter it. I mean, with the Nyx Assassin alone, you can just roam around.
Plus, it actually threatens veteran from picking these intelligence cores. Yeah. Because Mana Brain will just rip them up.
Rip through them, yeah. Help with that burst. And maybe they're going to go for like an anti-intelligence build here for their team.
It's going to be a Tiny. So Tiny, made of rock. Not very smart, so his intelligence isn't very high.
Yeah. I mean, there's some smart rock people.
Well, there are. But
like The Rock.
But Tiny doesn't have high intelligence.
Let's go. Stone Cold. He's pretty smart. They're made of rock.
Good point. Good point. Yeah. Arkangel also have some open picks for them since they picked up an Nyx Assassin. They will be able to pick up a Lifestealer if they want. That Infest Bomb, very, very good. As well as an Invoker. Nyx Assassin, one of the best solo setup heroes for that Sunstrike in the mid game.
Yeah. Coming up, we're going to be seeing that. Ooh, Dazzle pick. Interesting.
Some players even play this Dazzle in the core position just because of that level 10 talent. Level 10 talent plus 75 damage. Plus 75 damage. That is 2 Demon Edges.
Yeah, and I'm assuming here they're going to be wanting to avoid the late game, going for a strong laning phase here. Actually, that Dazzle combination is currently, I think, being set up.
Ooh, Necro Foss. Kind of an odd pick for Arkangel because we have a Dazzle. A Dazzle Reaper Scythe. There's a 1.5 second delay thanks to the stun before the damage actually procs. So he can, if the reflexes are there, you can easily just shallow grave whoever is the target of that Reaper Scythe and you won't die. You're just basically going to waste a spell. Yes, that player or person might die eventually, but you don't get the extra bonus death timer from the Reaper Scythe.
I guess you could bait it out and then let your teammates do the rest of the killing, like the bursting with like an Nyx Assassin, but it's still a waste to me at the end of the day. But man, I don't know, maybe they have a plan for this. Necrophos is still a very strong laning hero, so I guess that they just don't care whether they have a Dazzle or not. Doesn't matter if they're going to go for the team fights, they're just going to go for the laning phase, and then hopefully with that amount that they win during the laning phase, go for the win there.
But Arkangel have also banned out the Huskar and the Ursa, so 2 heroes that synergize very well with that Dazzle.
Yeah, they're gonna, because as I said earlier, they're still setting up that Dazzle combo, waiting for whoever they're gonna pick alongside with it. I mean, Tiny works kind of, but it's not like the best pick to go with the Dazzle.
Plus, Tiny isn't really a guy who's always in the front line. Yes, he's made of rock, but that guy has 0 armor, so so much for that.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. I mean, if you're a rock, you better be like sturdy, right?
Yeah, but he has 0 armor. He has high HP.
Well, I guess rocks don't wear armor. Rocks have high HP. Yeah, there, that makes sense.
Okay, there we go. That is the justification of Dota lore.
Yeah. Well, it would be weird if you're a rock and you still had to wear armor. I guess if you were a rock, you would be sort of insulted. Why are you making me wear armor? I'm made of rock. I don't need armor.
Exactly. Veteran. So, I'm thinking of what other heroes. Maybe even Death Prophet would be okay here. Death Prophet really benefits from that shallow grave, since if you're really low, you can just get all of those soul siphons going. And without fear of dying.
It is our face. Hello. Look at us.
We're not gonna talk about our faces. We're still gonna talk about.
Look at our cool background though. Sylvanas looks good. I mean, wait, she's not Sylvanas anymore, unfortunately. But she was Sylvanas
before. They changed it up, you know.
Yeah.
Variety is the spice of life, as they say.
I still remember all the old names from Dota 1.
Of course. I mean, I still remember Sobi Mask. No one says Sobi Mask anymore.
Sobi Mask.
But I love Sobi Mask. Phoenix
pick.
Good follow-up to the Avalanche Toss combination of the Tiny. But right now they don't have that much protect for the egg on the side of veteran. Yes, you have the avalanche, but you need more stuns to make sure the egg actually pops.
I think so. They'll definitely pick one up later for sure. I just think that this at the moment, Veterans lineup already looks very good in terms of team fights here. They do a lot of AoE damage, Tiny, Dazzle, Phoenix. That's a lot of cleanup crew if they can land the skill shots correctly, if they can get those positions correctly, especially if they engage correctly. With Tiny and Phoenix, you have a lot of initiation potential there. So we'll see if they're able to use that later on or if they get stumped into the laning phase.
Veteran has a lot of sustain, so and they have that going for them. The fact that they have 2 heals and 2 supports.
Yeah. So they're looking to counteract the strong laning phase setup here of Necrophos.
So fight sustain with sustain. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, and they're fighting fire with Phoenix's fire. Phoenix fire.
The Undead Shroud versus the Flames of the Phoenix.
Shroud is playing Dota now, but as an undead Shroud.
Shroud is playing Dota. I can't believe it, but you know. People are still watching him, talking about Shroud.
He's playing mostly WoW now, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really...
I mean, everyone's playing WoW. We're playing WoW. But we're talking about Dota right now.
We're #1 server in... I mean, we're #1 guild in server, so we're pretty big.
But enough about WoW. Dota is the name of the game today.
Yep. So let's not anger our Valve overlords at the moment, talking about other friends.
Valve and Blizzard?
Yeah, they work together because... what's the name of the developer again? I forgot. Crap.
They're both developers.
No, I mean the individual person who worked on the original Dota.
Oh, IceFrog?
IceFrog works with Valve. Right?
Yeah, he does.
Anyway.
No, that's true. Anyways, Lycan and Vengeful Spirit for either side. A Bloodseeker, straight up counter against that Lycan. Turn into a wolf, you get max movement speed. I'm gonna rupture you. You're not gonna use any of that movement speed.
Yeah, but the thing is, you're not gonna see Lycan staying with his team a lot. I feel like you're gonna see him pushing with the towers. But then those ganks, as we mentioned, if Nyx Assassin is able to find the information on Lycan at any point, and Bloodseeker can just rupture him, and that's pretty much a done deal. Problem is, there's not so much stuns here for the side of Arkangel. They only have 1 in the form of Nyx Assassin and
they have
another in Vengeful Spirit.
And they have the ulti of Necrophos.
Sure, but I wouldn't really consider that something that you want.
You don't use it for CC primarily. You use it for the killing. For the killing blow.
Sure.
And Vengeful Spirit, the nerf on that magic missile makes the projectile really slow now.
Yeah, the point still stands, however, which you make. No stuns, no real hard stuns at the moment for veteran side. So team fights may be might get a little bit hairy there, especially with the Bloodseeker on Arkangel side. You do see a very little amount of crowd control, except for Tiny. Phoenix with a slow, sure, later on, but not necessarily the best setup to deal with the Bloodseeker.
I'm trying to think what hero they'll send over against that Bloodseeker, if it will be the Tiny or the Lycan. I think both of them actually fare pretty well against the Bloodseeker, but I think Lycan has the better chance because he has an actual regen from his feralness.
I just want to see these two hitting each other. Who was Bloodseeker in Dota 1 again? Strigger. And he didn't have those Warglaives.
But he was a shaman.
Yeah, but he didn't have those Warglaives, I remember.
He just had a claw.
Yeah, just had a claw,
Yeah. Oh, Mirana. So skirmishing a lineup based here on Arkangel.
Yeah, so they're gonna be going for like picks.
Pickups exactly
across the map. Nyx Assassin. You're gonna see him going across the map looking for information. Maybe catch off the Lycan. Bloodseeker to follow up as well as Necrophos. Dude, you're going to see a lot of people dead for a very long time if they can execute this combo correctly and frequently. So you're going to see Necrophos finish off somebody. Death timer is going to be very long. Bloodseeker is going to follow up with anybody else who's lurking along the sidelines, just one rupture. And you're going to see them potentially clean house unless Veteran finds a way to deal with this.
I like how Arkangel adjusted because they saw that the first 3 picks of Veteran was very team fight heavy.
Yeah.
So how do you beat a team fight lineup? Just divide and conquer.
Divide and conquer and win the laning phase as well, which I think for sure that's a very good strategy. So 2 very different strategies, very different approaches that we're seeing here from Veteran or already in the picking ban phase. Who will prevail? Whose will be enforced onto this game?
Well, Veteran, they have that last pick potential. So if they pull something out of the hat that can at least, win them the laning stage.
Yeah.
They have a pretty good chance, especially if that hero can make the space for the Lycan. He'll be able to take the towers and the objectives.
Yeah, but it's all about being able to make space at all for this Lycan. If they shut him down completely, well, that's going to be a completely different story. Tiny is going to have to come huge. I like Tiny because he's still good in the late game, so there's still some way for them to go into this late game. I mean, Tiny and Lycan do have a chance in this late game against, sure, Necrophos and Bloodseeker and Mirana. They do well. Oh, Ember Spirit.
Spirit, okay. A hero. So they're also going to fight mobility with mobility as well. So you have an Ember Spirit. Yes, he's kind of countered by that Bloodseeker, but when he remnants outside of that Blood Rite while ruptured, he's not gonna take any damage.
I'm kind of favoring the chances right now of Arkangel. I think they do have a very solidified lineup, which does fall in line with the meta. And having said that, Vengeful, Veteran, however, they're good. You know, you never know whether they're gonna turn up because there's a lot of things that could go wrong, I think, with Arkangel, especially if they do not meet their win conditions with getting the early picks, getting the winning stage in the lane phase. If Veteran manage to hold on up until later on in the game, I think this will be theirs.
But Arkangel, I think they have the much easier draft to execute.
Yeah. Less room for error.
Spirit, yep.
More room for error, rather.
Ember Spirit, yeah, they have. Yes, Veteran has the Ember Spirit, but the problem is usually Ember Spirits don't really go for that damage these days.
Ember Spirit, always good to see across the map. I mean, I like the synergy Ember Spirit with Lycan. You can see at some point probably Lycan's going off on his own, taking down towers. If he needs help, Ember Spirit can just come in and help him from wherever on the map as well. Then it's all about the correct responsiveness, I think, for Veteran here, because you're going to see Arkangel try to engage on them a lot. So it has to be that I'm on camera. I have to sit up now. It has to be that Veteran will be responding to these ganks correctly, these engagement and skirmishes. But here we are. Check this out on the bottom of the screen. I'm going to show you a magic trick. Letter C.
There we go.
Damn.
The first clue.
The first clue?
The first clue.
A clue.
You know, what better way to start the clue with a letter?
A clue. Letter C.
Letter C.
That is the clue for the day, and we are not on Sesame Street, but we're going live into the game. So if you want to know more about this, head on over to our page. But we're starting right now with the game. Introducing our teams really quickly. Oh, that's not the team list. Arkangel's side, Aries, he's going to be in Vengeful Spirit. Van is going to be Bloodseeker. Paul on that Necrophos. And Bogsmeister on Nyx Assassin. Finally, Cirque is going to be on Mirana.
On the side of Veteran, we have Leo. On that Ember Spirit, Rap on the Tiny. Gent on that
Wukon.
Shout 22 on that Phoenix. And Kenji on that support. Dazzle.
There we go.
Laning wise, I'm trying to see where they will end up. So it's going to be a mid Ember Spirit against a mid Mirana. Top lane, it's going to be a Necrophos and a Nyx Assassin going toe-to-toe with that Lycan. Lycan also doesn't have any armor, you know. He always says wolves need no armor.
Yeah.
So, you know, 0 armor right there.
Yeah, definitely. Wolves, well, you don't need to have armor if you're a fast, you know, snarling wolf that goes at lightning speed. You just want to bite into an opponent and bleed them to death. That's the point of being a wolf.
But he's gonna have a hard time.
Unless you're like a dire wolf in WoW with armor. Sorry, I'm obsessed with mounts right now. It's doing that thing where you... But anyway, early aggression here. And it looks like it's gonna be even trade. 2 runes each side. Nothing much to be lost here. No tears will be shed. No stuns as well to catch that Vengeful Spirit.
That's an early 150 damage on that Vengeful Spirit. So we'll have to probably use a Tango. He only has 3.
Yeah, so not gonna mind so much, however, I'm sure, but that's still gonna deter you later on if you get a lot of poke, especially with that Phoenix, who can easily poke you down.
Peck you down as well.
Peck you down, yeah.
Poke and peck. Anyways, Mirana using that Sacred Arrow to actually farm up the range creep from the get-go. Interestingly enough, he's gonna let his wave push in to the tower, but secures himself that extra 60 experience.
Yeah, I guess he wants to keep it on his side of the fence because, you know, with that range advantage, he's just zoning out this Ember Spirit at the moment, making him work for that last hit. And that's always something that you want to see.
But Necrophos falling very, very low.
Not going to matter for him, though. It's season Necrophos.
Yeah, he can heal back up.
He can heal back in like 10 seconds.
He also has a Fairy Fire, so if he pops Ghost Shroud, uses that Fairy Fire, he's going to heal half of his HP in the lower levels.
Yeah, that's just 2 things that he casts, and then he's immediately... He could easily bait somebody into thinking he's low, but I don't think Veteran's going to fall for this, since they are, in fact,
they are indeed
veterans.
Yeah, I saw where you were going there. Well played, my good sir.
We're in sync today, but a stun comes out, looking to get Tiny off guard. Is already dropping low, and first blood. Ares is going to be getting the kill onto Rap. That's the first blood and first kill, so that's a nice find to pick for Arkangel.
He's going to get run down. Once a hero gets low on the side of Veteran, that Bloodseeker can just run down.
Oh, but it looks like a trade's going to be coming out. Fairy Fire will be popped here, but no.
Unfortunately, he didn't have Ghost Shroud, so he didn't heal half of his health with that Fairy Fire.
No Shroud for you, followers, unsubbed.
But usually, especially if you are very low, you go for that Shroud level 2. But he was kind of on the greedier side, so he went for the Heartstopper first and punishment.
I guess he wanted to see if he could Fairy Fire it up, deal enough damage with that Fairy Fire and micro it up. But you're right, I do think he got a little bit greedy there. Mid lane, however, will be sort of steady.
It's a fairly even matchup. Vengeful Spirit, as we said, making that rotation. He has illusions to tank up the tower, but he can't get in range, unfortunately.
Yeah, good call though to force back that Ember Spirit. He's going to be playing a little bit passively, allowing a little bit more space for that Mirana, but hold that thought right there. Bloodseeker looks like he's caught in between a rock and a hard place, literally, as Tiny's wailing on him. Final hit is not going to be coming through. His health is ticking down, however. Can they find him? Yeah!
The dots is real from the Phoenix.
Yep. Phoenix will get that kill into his favor. Stun is good. Leap is good as well. But he's trapped under tower. It's not going to be enough.
He doesn't have a sub, though.
Trades all across the map, however, as Dazzle also falls.
So it's going to 6 kills in the 3-minute mark. You know, none of them want to give that inch of space in the laning stage.
Looks like we're going to be having an exciting match on our hands here. Neither team. I mean, what I especially like about Veteran is we already talked about the laning composition. Despite the fact that I think Arkangel has a better laning composition, Veteran is performing to that standard as well.
Van over in the bot lane, he's just gonna... Well, he's still surviving. He has the movement speed. He's gonna be able to run away. He has the salve as well. But instantly cancelled by the Phoenix. Well played from the Bird.
Oh, could get it!
But there's going to be a return kill.
Return kill, but it's the support who gets it, so it's not that important. In the end, has to fall back from Tiny.
That's Veterans win all the way.
Yeah, definitely. You get a support, a kill onto the carry, and the support only gets the kill for the trade. So definitely going to be walking away happy with that and that side.
Ember Spirit actually very close to getting that salve cancelled a bit earlier. He salved right in front of the Mirana.
Yeah, I saw it.
It was like, oops, don't go forward, don't go forward. Fortunately, he went back, and there we go. Crisis averted.
4 minutes, 8 kills. That's 2 kills per minute. Things are not slowing down
at all.
Arcane Rune, Nyx Assassin looking to punish this.
Impale, does he have the angle? Yes, he does, but he doesn't have the damage. He even popped the mango just to get that mana burn off. Like, also like a threatening mango. Throwing down the mango.
Yeah, man. I threw it on the ground.
But it doesn't really do anything. That 70 gold down the drain.
I like mangoes.
Who doesn't like mangoes?
A lot of people don't like mangoes. I feel like mangoes in Asia are the best mangoes in the world.
I think so too. Yeah. I mean, hold that thought.
Nice toss and stun, followed up. Phoenix gonna get that kill of his own, gets another one. In fact, that's his second in a short time period. That's Phoenix. A third, actually, double kill for him. So he's gonna be making bank here. Tiny's not gonna be getting the kill on the top lane, however. Another person does fall. That's Necrophos not having the best laning phase of his life, despite the fact that he is a strong laner. He's getting bursted down consistently.
And the physical damage is really, really low.
He doesn't have armor, as we said.
They have the shadow. They have the heal bomb.
Yeah.
With the wolves there. So he's going to do a lot of damage. Necrophos very low base armor.
I feel like they need to do something, change something right now. Otherwise, this might snowball out of control for Arkangel here. Maybe do a lane swap or something like that, because at the moment, this setup is definitely not
Ember
working for them.
Spirit is like the last score on the map right now.
Yeah.
The Nyx Assassin, the support Nyx is higher than him, and Necrophos falls once again 1,000 gold on that core.
Oh, and there's a ward that spots Vengeful Spirit out. They could easily punish this.
They have the burst.
They do, Phoenix in fact, have the damage. Stun comes out. Vengeful Spirit will be getting the stun. Oh, nice trade from Tiny.
Oh, Magic Stick. He's still alive. Phoenix running away. He doesn't have any spells, but the movement speed. He's giving the movement speed on that Bloodseeker, and Bench will be able to pick up that kill, and Bloodseeker will be able to walk away. Over in the top lane, Nyx Assassin, defensive spike, Carapace to TP the hell out.
But this is bad. Despite the fact that Arkangel did get a kill, Arkangel is getting bullied on every front except maybe mid lane. Even mid lane's having a little bit of a hard time. So laning phase not working out for them. They're gonna have to do something. Lane swap, do a gank, something, anything. But their ganks in mid lane are not working. Maybe wait for level 6 for the assassin.
They have to wait. They're not really gonna be able to do anything without that Vendetta. But at this rate, that next assassin, I don't think he's gonna get his 6 very soon.
He's not doing fantastically at the moment. He needs to get that 6. Needs to be able to be available for things. With a haste rune, does get the kill. Nice easy finish right there with the Starfall.
Over the top lane, look at the blocking on that wolf. The micro
that was nice. That was
real.
pretty.
That is Warcraft 3 skills right there, my man.
For sure, absolutely. Bottom lane, however, looks like the action will not stop as Nyx Assassin does come in to make this gank. Stun does come in, and the silence will land as well. And I think they're just going to bait him out here. Nyx Assassin coming from the flank. See if they can survive that long. No, it does not look like that's going to be the case. Bloodseeker already fallen, but the Impale is going to be good.
Phoenix, he might fall for this, but he's happy. He got the Bloodseeker.
Yeah, but he's going to be losing his kill streak.
No, but slow.
Oh, he already lost it.
Yeah, but it's fine. He got the XP on that Bloodseeker. And I just like to point out how efficient the Phoenix is playing. Because you get 3 charges of Fire Spirits, right? 4 charges. You reapply the damage over time the moment it fades. And that is exactly what the Phoenix is doing. He's not panicking. He's always waiting for the right time to just get the maximum damage out on the Bloodseeker.
Oh, but finally, Mirana.
Maximum damage. Double Starstorm.
Ooh, double Starstorm. So painful this early on in the game. One of the most powerful nukes early on, especially.
Exactly.
Just can absolutely tear into
level
you.
4 Starstorm. So that's 600 damage. That's as much as a finger.
Damn. That's a lot. That's like an, as you said, that's an ulti.
Yeah, it's an ulti-based damage. I mean, look at that. He's just gonna get... He finally said, okay, Necrophos, I'm having a good time. You're having a bad time. I'll give you the mid lane. I'm a true friend.
This is finally the thing that we've been that I've mentioned earlier. I think we said we should need to swap out, and they're gonna finally do that. Gonna send Necrophos to mid, but we'll see if they continue to try to bully him.
Still has no boots at the 8-minute mark, and that is pretty concerning for Leo.
Maybe he thinks he doesn't need it because he's so mobile. He hasn't been ganked successfully at all, so I guess.
Your remnant speed is actually based off on your own movement speed, so you need boots, my friend. There we go. Spike Carapace, just to get that Fire Spirit damage. Look at the slow. He's so slow.
Why was he standing there, not moving?
I don't know. He wanted to right-click an attack creep, but the Phoenix Fire Spirit's on point once again.
There's going to be another dive going to the tree line right now. Vengeful Spirit looking like he's in a bad position. They're going to be chasing him right now. Toss goes up at him. Dazzle brings him down very low, surviving onto 1 HP, but no, it's going to be the one hit to take him out. Nyx Assassin still. Spike Carapace will slow them down, but I don't think it's going to be enough. He's going to be falling shortly, and yes, that's going to be the kill. Double kill there for the Dazzle. He's going to be happy with that bonus gold.
Once again, I want to point out the Phoenix has been playing absolutely well. He dove under tower, waited for the last second.
Before he popped it.
No, he re-aggroed the tower first before actually popping his supernova.
Okay, yeah.
So, you know, the extra plays he's making.
That's very smart. Thanks for pointing that out.
Showtime.
Yeah, Showtime.
Showtime from Shout.
So that's the sign that you are a really experienced Phoenix player. When you know how to micromanage your skills like that. He could have eased, because most players, I think,
would have just popped.
Went in, dived in, and then popped their supernova.
Well, no, he waited until he was low, re-aggroed the tower.
And then popped it. Yeah. Absolutely brilliant. Buying so much more space for his team, too.
Lovely, lovely, lovely play.
Yeah.
And
we're seeing a lot of great quality Dota here in MOGUL.
Exactly. I mean, that is the lovely thing about MOGUL, because it's open to anyone who wants to join. So if you think you have what it takes to start on the bigger stage,
you can go on over to the MOGUL Arena page and sign up for the next tournament. We have these monthly, and you could find yourself with a new $1,000 cash prize. But hold on. Nyx Assassin looks like he's going to be caught out here. They don't think they have the stun just yet.
Ooh, he's falling really low, 200 HP though. There we go.
Spike Carapace, the toss too. Just one more skill.
Ooh, the Rupture. Bloodseeker is there over in the backline, but Tiny will just TP out, and Nyx Assassin will be able to walk away. Dazzle now in a bad spot. He does have that tap.
No one has stuns. This is what we mentioned. Two people just teleported out of their face. And that's so disappointing, dude. I mean, the Rupture was wasted. All that time was wasted, and then you just get TP'd into the face twice.
I mean, that's why some Bloodseekers even buy use of Scepter, just so they have that interrupt potential.
That makes sense. And just like the old builds, the way old builds back then, like Dota 1, you'd see them build bashers.
Yeah.
Just to have
that's by chance. At least by you'll get 100% chance.
And additional movement speed as well. So
and
that's
mana.
Nice. And mana regeneration. So you can start spamming your Blood Right.
Ember Spirit gonna cut the wave with his illusions. Interesting. No, he's just gonna go for the chip damage.
Bogsmeister, unfortunately, unable to find very much picks. Not be able to use that Vendetta, so he needs to do a little bit more, I think, to find information for his team. He's been locked out of his role for a little bit.
Yep. Well, he has the Vendetta now, bro. He's gonna Sunray damage so much Avalanche Toss Supernova.
Oh, but the backup is here, the Cavalry.
There we go. Indeed, that is the Cavalry.
Oh, nice arrow to find Tiny in the woods.
Soik is really just carrying Arkangel on his back
Absolutely.
right now.
He's a beast at the moment. Everything is landing for him. Great awareness, great positioning, knowing when to rotate. I wouldn't be surprised if he's shot calling too, because he's... I don't know who's shot calling on Arkangel right now, but
I don't know why.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's
So
Sork.
if it was him,
Because it seems to me he's making the moves. So it might be him who's doing the shot calling.
Bloodseeker not really having an excellent time. Just level 7 at the 12-minute mark. Not what you want from a snowballing hero.
Yeah, well, finally Midnight Shadow will come out, but there is, however, a sentry ward dropped in that area.
Rupture in the dog.
Stuns, Blood Right as well will follow it up, and that's a dead...
But at least
dead Dizzle.
Lycan will be able to TP out.
That's what you mentioned earlier. It doesn't matter if you have the Shallow Grave.
You're gonna die eventually.
You're gonna die eventually.
You're just gonna miss out on the bonus death timer. Ooh, what were you doing? Venge.
That's a little bit strange. Didn't have to get that close. Now the punish is here, looking for a trade kill. I think they're gonna get it. Ember Spirit with that one tap dives in, trying to find that Nyx assassin. Can he do it? Does have double damage on him. Just one more hit, I think, will suffice.
Who the 3 toss? Not.
Oh, waited for it. Absolutely brilliant. The toss, the stun, triple kill.
Just like that, Ember Spirit is back on the board. Earlier, he was having such a bad time against that Mirana. Now, he is the 3rd net worth hero on the game. Just because of that
one misplay,
timely double damage and misplay from the opposing
getting
side.
a little bit too greedy, I think, with the positioning there. Should have backed off. Was punished so hard. You could say it was BDSM at this point.
Anyways, Maelstrom, 1200 gold away on that Mirana.
Arkangel just called veteran daddy there because of how hard they were punished.
Anyway, mid lane, Nyx's ass and stun won't actually connect. Tiny falling really low. Ember Spirit, getting the hell out of here. Goodbye, my friend.
Yeah, goodbye, my friend. It's hard to die when all birds singing in the sky. We're old. I'm old, man. I know. You know that song?
Yeah, I know that song. Okay. I don't wanna I didn't want to react just to hide it, but
deep inside,
deep inside, I know.
Boyzone. Yeah. Westlife. Was that Boyzone or West? That was Westlife.
Yes, that was Westlife. My age, smoke.
My age is showing. Our ages are showing.
Oh, smoke. Ember Spirit. They're gonna have the high ground, so they're gonna break this. They're gonna break this. Phoenix. Oh man, Phoenix would have been in a lovely position there. Arrow.
Oh no!
So close.
That was a fraction of an inch.
Van falling pretty low. He's still surviving, juking and jiving into the tree line. It's not gonna be enough. Leo gonna cut him down. And they want more. The wolf is here to play. Next Supernova will pop, but they don't have the detection. They don't have the detection against the Moonlight Shadow, and they're gonna get the turnaround. Mirana with the arrow, Starstorm jumping in. So much death on the side of veteran Phoenix as well. And it's gonna be the Tiny. That's you against the world. Arrow, will it connect? Yes, it will, and this stone giant will be.
And this time, you cannot smell what the rock is cooking because he is now shattered into pieces.
You know why that happened for Veteran? Because they didn't have any detection.
Yeah, the Moonlight Shadow is absolutely beautiful. However, if they did have any kind of sentry ward or anything like that, that would have been
that would have been a fight. That would have been a Veteran win. Hard Veteran win all the way.
I think so as well. But because there was no detection, as you said, Arkangel able to position themselves correctly, and they were... honestly, veteran caught in a terrible position.
Exactly. You know, when you don't come prepared, you're just going to get punished.
Yeah. You are not prepared.
Yes, exactly. That was what I was thinking about. Fortunately, they don't have a Terrorblade, so...
Yeah, no Terrorblade here. Illidan is still too busy fighting, chaining up Sargeras.
Ember Spirit, not really doing a lot of damage just yet, but at least he's back on the board. I think he's going to go for the full utility, because they have... 2 hard right clickers anyways, and Tiny and Lycan that could compensate for that.
This is Ember Spirit's redemption arc. So now is his time to shine.
Oh, Avenge. Do they have detection this time? Yes, they do. And this Nyx is going to be squashed.
Bye-bye, Nyx. So again, going back to the point that we made, Nyx unable to utilize.
He's not really having a good time.
No impact whatsoever, and that's the first. That was the first pick as well, because the first pick you want him to at least do his job correctly, like be able to find information, but he's not getting any information. He's just getting.
He doesn't really have any real backup. Yes, he'll be able to scout, do the damage with the Vendetta Impale, but where's the follow-up gonna come from?
Yeah,
the Bloodseeker. He doesn't really have any mobility items as well.
And he's not exactly having the best game either.
Exactly. Look at that. Power Tread, Quelling Blade, Aquila.
Yeah.
And he's going to go straight for the Blade Mail. A very
16
safe
minutes,
pick.
that's terrible.
That's a very, I'm just going to play it safe. That's what he's in. I'm not going to play it greedy. I'm not even going to go for any other item. I'm just going to straight for that Blade Mail. And then later that will be a Black King bar. And this has been the story of the game for Bloodseeker. Just playing it safe.
Arkangel wasn't supposed to be hanging on. They were supposed to be dominating the earlier parts of this map. But look at this. So much aggression, so much confidence to go for this smoke gank. Lots of initiative coming from them. And they might be able to catch up
but they're going to go for the Vengeful Spirit. Not really the kill you want to go for a 5-man smoke. Well, 4-man smoke, but the Moonlight Shadow has been dropped. Do they have the detection?
Yeah, they do. They know where they are.
There we go. They have lots of detection this time around. Lesson learned. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And Vengeful Spirit, he will be shamed upon by the veteran lineup. 4-on-1, no mercy.
All he needs is a little bell. Shame. 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 Pop culture references, everybody. That's our job.
Yeah.
Aside from talking about video games.
I mean, video game is kind of part of pop culture. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Top lane.
But Supernova delayed to the very last second. Beautiful work again.
No more leap charges on the Mirana. Caught in a bad spot. They're going to run her down. Ooh.
He was tossed.
A wolf on the cat.
Yeah, I think in that instance, even if somebody's mounted on you, if a giant rock throws a cat at you, the
there's
cat
no way you're going to survive. Rupture has been thrown down. Ember Spirit. Falling really low, Bloodseeker will be swapped out. Vengeful Spirit will be the sacrifice today on the side of Veteran, but it's not going to be a sacrifice. They're going to fight. And the Shallow Grave, really, really good. Saving that Ember Spirit ever so slightly, but once again, Veteran.
That's going to land. Oh, the arrow!
Lovely arrow. And there we go. That was a buyback on the Miranda.
Sir! Oh, he's not missing any of those arrows.
That was a buyback, but I guess they saw that Veteran overcommitted, not the first time in this game, and there we go. I'm gonna buy back. We're gonna take Roshan and this Mirana.
And that, honestly, that all was the Vengeful Spirit's play. That all stemmed from his beautiful selfless nether swap and then the responsiveness of Arkangel. This is a topsy-turvy game. We'd expect the exact opposite to have happened.
Yep.
That the responsiveness would have to come from Veteran, and that the domination earlier on would have to come from Arkangel. But it seems like it's the other way around.
And I think no team has built a sizable lead at this point. It's been a roller coaster game.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Lycan's at the top, whereas earlier he was getting shut down. He's actually on top of Mirana, who's having a fantastic game.
Because of the buyback. I think that was because of the buyback. Yeah. That's why Mirana took a
big hit towards her, economy, her net worth there. Still, though, impressive comeback to be making, especially for that Lycan. Bloodseeker is still not exactly where he needs to be, and the Ember Spirit is still also shut down. Definitely nowhere near.
This tiny, though. This tiny.
He's been getting the stuns.
He has been getting the stuns, but not much else.
Yeah. He needs to do a little bit more, I think, especially if you're playing that kind of role. I think Tiny has been aware and been facilitating the team fights for its team correctly. It's just that they don't always go into their favor. But look at this. They could catch Lycan off guard and Dazzle.
Metamorphosis has been popped. They're going to surround the Vengeful Spirit. Look at that damage from the Healbound Venge. Just going to pop Supernova in the backline. Everyone on the side of Arkangel running for dear life. They're going to find the Necrophos. They're going to run him down. The Ghost Shroud has been popped.
Buyback.
But it's not going to be for long. And there we go. Another kill on the Lycan. And Bloodseeker finally here to play. But very good. Searing Chains coming in from the Ember Spirit. And Bloodseeker is just going to pop. Buyback has been already expended on the Vengeful Spirit. But it's looking like it's going to be a dieback, my little support. He didn't really do anything. And the Mirana didn't really want to do anything with that fight. He had the Aegis. And he was nowhere to be seen.
Doesn't matter, I think. When you have a Bloodseeker that pops like that, he only has a Blade Mail, as we mentioned. Unable to do anything in that fight. What can you really do? Mirana just had to turn tail because she knew from the beginning that was a lost fight.
She's just
maybe saving the Aegis for later on when it could be useful. But honestly, Arkangel took such a large hit in that fight, losing more than 5 players and buybacks as well.
It was 5 players, including the buyback.
Oh, 5 players, including the buyback. There we go. On the other side, however, only losing 2 players.
And it was 2 cores, but Ember Spirit making plays despite playing from behind. So.
Yeah.
And Spirit Vessel actually already up on that Phoenix, so the extra damage over time potential with the Fire Spirits as well as the Sunray, more than real on that legendary bird.
Legendary bird. I also have a legendary bird. It is...
What is it, my friend?
It's a Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Wow, I have the pet.
Oh, you have the Phoenix. A pet or a mount?
It's a pet.
A pet.
It's a pet.
You also have a dragon anyways.
I have a dragon. But it's not a bird.
It's not a
Birds
bird,
are better.
But dragons can fly.
Dragons can... birds can also fly.
Yeah. I mean...
Birds can do whatever dragons can do.
Except breathe fire.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah. And probably be ultra intelligent and sentient and... Well, it depends on what game we're following or whatever lore.
But there are talking dragons in this game. Winter Wyvern is a talking dragon.
Yeah.
Phoenix doesn't actually talk in this game. She just squawks.
Squawk!
Yeah.
So she's the dumb one. They're sisters and she's the dumb one. It's like
the blue one is
the
smart.
prettier... Phoenix is the prettier one, but the stupider one. And Winter Wyvern's obviously the intelligent sister who's gone to college.
Yeah. And Phoenix is just using her beauty to get by.
Yeah. We're not sexist at all. We could have made this analogy with men. All right. So
yeah, but
we don't
really have brothers in this game because in Warcraft 3, Furion, Nature's Prophet,
is related to Illidan Stormrage.
Here, the Prophet is not related to...
Nature's Prophet isn't related to Terrorblade, yeah.
To Terrorblade, so it's kind of sad.
I know, we used to have brothers as well, the Pandaren, the triple Pandaren, or is that the same guy?
No, that's their ultimate.
Yeah, but... Oh, they just split into 3. They're not 3 separate people. It's not like Captain Planet, where...
But here, there's Earth Spirit, Ember Spirit, and Storm Spirit. I don't know why we're talking about lore, but it's a pause anyways.
Lore is one of the best things to talk about.
Yeah, I love lore. I mean, if you've seen Loregasm from Sir Action Slacks, it's actually pretty interesting. He's gonna make a Loregasm about Grimstroke pretty soon. So.
Ooh, yeah. Speaking about Grimstroke, that's a fantastic hero. I love the kit so much.
Very interesting kit, but he needs a bit more nerfs before they
release him into the competitive pool.
They need to put a cap on the damage of Stroke of Fate.
Yeah,
for sure.
Because you can't just have double of those ultis going all across the field and whatever.
Exactly. It's like a ranged Echo Slam basically.
Yeah. I mean, already that combined with the Fatal Bonds, that already does so much damage stack on top of each other.
I think they shouldn't also be able to counter you shouldn't be able to animation cancel the Stroke of Fate as well, because if you cancel the Stroke of Fate, you can just re-aim it.
It's not up to Fate anymore.
Yeah, it's not up to Fate. That is very good.
It's not up to Fate if you can.
If you use a Stroke of Fate, you have to trust your heart.
Yeah, your own destiny.
Your own destiny to actually make that skill shot hit. Because what you do is you stop it. If you see that Fate isn't on your side, you stop it. And that's
very deep talks coming from our Dr. Love. But hold on, we're going to be doing... In the meantime, while the pause has come out, check out your screens. We're going to be doing the Mogul Matrix. This is our first clue for the day. And it is going to be the letter... well, you saw it earlier, the letter C. But I think we have the next letter coming up in a bit. But before we talk about the next letter, we're going to go talk about the Facebook page. And the Facebook page does show our letters, Mogul Arena Philippines. And actually, you know what? Let's talk about the mechanics, how it's going to work. How this does work is that one letter part of a code will be posted on the MET events and Mogul Arena FB pages. That's what it says on the bottom of my screen.
Awesome prizes. Make sure.
Secondly, additional letters will be shown live. So that's what you saw. You saw the first one. That was letter C. Yeah. But we're back into the game, so we're going to be heading straight.
So you guys try and crack the code later.
Yeah.
We are gonna go.
You might just end up as the next Nicolas Cage, you know?
Yeah. Or Indiana Jones, but an arrow. We were talking about the arrows, the accuracy on this man. He can't miss.
Cirque. He's the next Robin Hood, if you ask me. Just making all these things happen. Stealing from the rich, maybe, and actually just stealing from everybody. And not giving to himself. Maybe he's not Robin Hood. Maybe he's just a thief. But still, he's landing those arrows, and that's a fantastic sight to behold.
Over the bot lane, Phoenix is going to get Reaper-sized, though. Kind of in a bad spot, but their turn kill is going to be there.
That's enough, though. That's fine.
Veteran. They're going to find the Necrophos.
Nyx Assassin finally being...
he has a dagger now, so he has a lot more mobility in these fights.
Finally being a lot more useful. Does spot out Ember Spirit, knows where one is. Now they have information for the whole team.
And the fact that they don't have Phoenix is such a big deal for Veteran.
Oh, here we go.
Another arrow?
Yeah, this is the skirmishing side that we finally talked about. Haste Rune will be picked up from the like and make him even faster than he already is.
He's not even metamorphed.
He's like Sonic right now. I want to go fast. Sonic on crack.
Sonic on crack.
Sonic on crack. Gotta go fast, and he starts having palpitations and then has a heart attack, right? Don't do drugs, kids. That is
never do drugs.
Never do drugs.
Tiny going for the blink and just deletes Bogsmeisters.
That's rough. That's rough like a rock.
Like I was just bought earlier. Now he already circumvented the globe.
Yeah,
he stopped once again.
Stopped. Amelia Earhart circling the globe and then dying.
Bloodseeker.
Tragically
in the sideline. We don't really have a Bermuda Triangle. Maybe if they finally award a triangle formation somewhere, we'd probably call it the Bermuda Triangle.
I feel like the Philippines and the rest of Southeast Asia is basically the Bermuda Triangle, though, with how much we've been hit with by typhoons.
Yeah, and there's another typhoon in Southeast Asia.
There's like a live stream that hold that thought right now. It looks like Mirana might finally be punished. Ember Spirit will look to collapse on him, and the Aegis, no backup anywhere inside. What will Arkangel do with this space right now?
She has one more leap, though, but they're not going to let her run away. They're even going to pop the supernova.
They should have just done something else. Arkangel should have just pushed the tower, pushed top later.
Bloodseeker is at top, so at least they have that, but he's going to hide once again. The moment that the Mirana died, he said, okay, just can't do it anymore. And since Mirana did buy back earlier that it's an 85-second death timer, Rupture has been committed, but I can't tell on to who. It's actually on the Lycan, and he's going to be Reaper-sized, but the Shallow Grave is there, and he'll be able to walk away. Look at that. He's running. He doesn't care, but he's finally going to pop to that Vengeful Spirit. Trying to man up, but not really going to do a lot. Bloodseeker now trying to run away, but the Spurge, the slow from the Necronomicon Archers will be there, but they're not going to chase.
Arkangel calling the bluff of Veteran right there, seeing that there's only two of them, but the backup has finally arrived. And it looks like Ember Spirit's here on into this action, but there's no one else around him. He could be punished for this. This is very dangerous. So right now, both teams are sort of just back and forth between each other in a strange limbo. Teleport is going to be coming out, getting him to safety.
No, it's going to be Bogsmeister. He's going to be the last one standing. He has the Blink Dagger available in 1 second, but he did get the Vendetta off, but more than ready with the dust.
Could blink out? No, not enough.
Well, that was a messy fight, actually.
Yeah, it was really strange. They were all like, oh, wait, let's aggress, let's re-aggress, let's fall back, let's aggress. Yeah, it was just like awkward dance.
Arkangel
it's like being in prom again.
Yeah. Like,
do I lead?
Do I go left? Do I go right?
I'm sorry, I stepped on your foot. Wait, let's try again. I'll dance with somebody else.
Yeah, and that is exactly what Arkangel feels right now. Two left feet.
Living the life of a gamer all the way to the very, very bitter end.
Two left feet.
Two left feet.
On prom night. That is Arkangel right there.
No, that's sad. At least he got to dance with somebody. Unlike most people, they don't get to dance with people.
Yeah.
My promise.
I'm trying to think about a song with dancing, but...
dancing.
The only song that came to mind was Dance With My Father Again, but that was so... That's
Dancing in September.
Oh, there we go.
It is September.
It is September, lovely. Yeah. Lovely, and I don't want to wake up when September ends.
Yeah, I do not, in fact. Because September is full of this awesome Dota action. And CSGO yesterday, if you saw the MOGUL shootout, which saw a new team crowned as the new champion. But a smoke.
Two things that Dota ends CSGO have in common are the smokes.
The smokes everywhere. Everybody loves to smoke.
Also in real life,
even though you shouldn't.
Yeah. Also in real life, people love to smoke, and there we go. Who are they gonna find? They're gonna find the Necrophos.
Oh,
You're
dead.
The Grim Reaper. We're gonna take you out. They're gonna run down. Look at the Alpha Wolf leading the charge with the poison touch, reapplying. He's just gonna go for the TP out. Do they have the cancel? They don't need the cancel. They have the damage, but the Wolf is actually gonna be shot down by that arrow.
Mirana just being like, nope, I'm out of here.
He's gonna get the free takeout gold and experience.
Yeah, aptly so.
There's going to be 5-on-4 with a Lycan on the side of Veteran. They're not going to slow down.
Yeah, and I think they're going to try to get some nice damage onto this tower. However, not so much wave clear, honestly, here for
no
Arkangel.
deep push. They have blood right, but...
Oh, and the engage is absolutely strong. This should be a tower down. This should be a tower down.
But Lycan just manning his round. He's been ruptured, but doesn't really care. He has the Sunray backing it up. Mirana, leap in. Not even going to do the damage. It's not going to be enough.
Lycan just doing his job, hitting the tower.
Lycan doesn't care. he has the shallow grave as well.
Yeah.
So
he knows he has the backup, and even if they do go and wail on him, there's more people
Tiny
here available.
going back in 3 and 1 on 3, but the backup is going to be there. The remnant bomb. More than enough damage to take out the 2 big cores on the side of Arkangel. Return kill from the Necrophos. It's not going to be enough to save this Rax, however, as Necrophos just going to stand his ground as much as he can, but I don't really think he's going to be able to do anything.
At some point, just give it up and fall back and stay alive, because that could have been punished too, the fact that he's staying, and there's like 3 people still dead.
But that was just the Tiny. Tiny is very sacrificial at this point. He is...
But he's getting the engages. He's getting the right engages for his team.
He's playing given the right stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that he realizes at this point there's nothing he can do to really hard carry, so he's just going in and facilitating for his team.
I'm just going to do what I can.
Yeah. And it's working. It's working. You
very
see
well.
that the opening kill immediately popping somebody from Arkangel gives him not only the tower, which we thought it would be going down, but also the barracks as well. Arkangel, a little bit of a misplay, going in with he shouldn't have, despite being 2 people down.
Yep, and Lycan doesn't really have to be scared of anything on the side of Arkangel, because he knows he has the 2 healing supports right behind him.
Just hit the tower. We got you, bro. Just don't even mind them. Don't worry about the other team. Just hit the tower.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened, because you could see him. He was taking everything.
He didn't care.
And Phoenix was like, yeah, keep going. And then Dazzle was like, yeah, keep going.
He was ruptured, he was arrowed, he was leaped upon for the extra attack speed, but didn't care.
It was like almost... Please.
Wolves really need
I don't even think about
armor, but this guy, he has 21 armor.
He has 20 armor.
20 armor. My bad.
He has 20 armor, but the thing is, everybody else is like, now we got you.
Oh, now he has 25 armor.
Yeah, there we go. 25 armor. That's a little bit of a big boost.
He has 25 armor. He has 27 HP regen. That's not counting the Sunray as well as the heal.
That's not a joke. There
we go.
Oh,
aggressive.
Beautiful impale.
Oh, the supernova is there. There we go to the counter initiation. Are they going to find more? But Mirana is actually just going to be struck down by that 3 grab. Another kill with the Sunray. He's going to get the Necrophos. Bloodseeker also falling over in the sideline. Just the 2 supports surviving for the side.
Arkangel not doing well enough here. They should have just gotten the pick and fallen back, because we mentioned earlier that they will lose in a team fight.
Yeah.
However, they got 1 kill, and still it wasn't enough because of how the composition is.
And it's going to be a buyback on the Necrophos, but with no Reaper size available.
We mentioned way back at the drafting phase that the win conditions of Arkangel have to be that they have to dominate in the laning phase, and they have to get those skirmishes correctly. Unfortunately, none of this is happening, and look at what's happening right now.
And they can't even defend. Yes, the Necrophos, that's a buyback. I mean, a dieback on the Necrophos.
They're just getting run over.
2 supports against the world. I don't really think you're going to be able to do anything. It's going to be another set of Raxes down, and Phoenix already with that level 20 talent, the extra range on that Icarus dive.
And this isn't going to get any easier for Arkangel.
There we go. Bloodseeker trying to man up, defend his home base, but Rupture not really going to do the damage. And Shallow Grave is there once again for the Dazzle. BKB being popped by Van. He's going to get the kill. He got the Lycan, but that is well and okay for the side of Venom, because they already got what they came for, the mid lane of Rax.
Tiny, could he actually get away here? Might they decide to re-engage?
And they're does have enough actually burst. Kill the Bloodseeker.
Could actually burst him down if he has the cooldown. Yes, he actually does. Arkangel getting very, very salty. That's very... That's a terrible play from them. Sorry to say.
And they're not really playing on the same page. You see the Mirana, she was the highest net worth for majority of the game for the side of Arkangel, but in many of the engagements that Arkangel tried to fight, she wasn't there.
Yeah.
So, it's not a mutual relationship for the side of Arkangel that we're seeing, because they're not on the same page, and it's showing.
It's showing. It's definitely showing. You can see with that, especially that last team fight, they couldn't decide whether to go for it or to fall back or not. It's just
if you commit,
honestly a mess.
If you commit as a team, you commit. What happens is there's just half commitment.
Yeah, and half commitment never gets you anywhere. That's why you see divorces all across the world.
Especially in the West. In the East, I'm not really sure, but...
But then again, that's why less people are also getting married. Less people want to get married because they don't capitulate to the idea of marriages like that.
Going full on commitment is hard, and it's showing.
However...
Arkangel can't even go for the full commitment right now.
Well, I think that's a Filipino thing.
You think
Can't commit.
Yeah, can't commit.
Just kidding.
And it's gonna be.
I'm Filipino for the record.
Yeah,
we're Filipino, so we're not racist. We just know what it's like that you can't commit to things.
Yeah. Veteran, they're not having a hard time committing to Roshan. That's for sure.
Yeah.
All 5 heroes in the Rosh pit, baby.
They go all in.
Yeah. There we go. Aegis gonna be in the hands of the Lycan, so it's gonna be the last lane of Raxus.
This is pretty much done, I think, here.
And Necrophos, that's a tilt play once again. No one was nearby.
Yeah, what is that? They're not. I don't think they're even talking at this point. Necrophos is like, I'm just gonna go for it. Whatever.
They just have a scrunch face.
And look at this.
I'm mad. Don't talk to me.
Look at this. Nyx Assassin getting caught out.
And that was, we talked about it. That's the first pick Nyx Assassin that really didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I mean, Nyx Assassin is a niche pick. Usually, you really pick it if the enemy has squishy cores that you can punish.
Yeah.
But look at the 3 cores on the side of Veteran. They're not squishy. They have a mountain.
Their strength.
They have a mountain, man. They have a wolf.
Yeah, the first pick definitely hurt them, I think.
Yeah, and there we go, back from the Bogsmeister. But what are you gonna do? Toss? Renata will be able to shrug it off. Will be able to walk away, but the Icarus dive with the Shiva's Guard, the Phoenix, Ice and Fire.
Oh, God.
Making it rain. Nyx, that's a buyback from you. You're probably going to be dead once again. Yes, sir. One more hit.
Shallow Grave once again saving the day for the Phoenix. But oh my God, the Bloodseeker, desperate to get that kill.
There we go. Another blood. So, you know how, like, the buybacks from Arkangel are coming, but they're not really using them
correctly. Yeah, they're so questionable. Like, they get the buybacks, but they're not used when they should be used. And even when they are used, they're not able to capitalize on them.
Necrophos, look at that. He's dead again. He's always in the front line with no help.
Yeah.
Questionable. And there we go. Good game.
There's no way to sugarcoat this very sloppy play right now from Arkangel, and very strong standard recovery from Veteran, showing that they are in fact veterans.
Yep. They weren't kidding.
We do have to give some credit to Arkangel. They are in fact a new team. GG has already been called. And that's gonna be that's the first game. MOGUL Arena here in MOGUL Arena.